Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. Pilot, I will play as the pilot. The game has decreed that, the game has decreed that we're gonna play as the pilot. We'll play as the pilot. Why does the robot look gold? The robot looks gold, and we have this Lich Man here because I installed a couple of sprite replacements for a couple of characters. I tested out a few of them in the past few runs, in the past few days of streaming and such like that, and I really like the Lich Hunter, and I really like a gold robot because it's a gold robot. It's basically just a gold-ass bender. Milk Jug says, only in a few provinces in Canada do they sell milk in bags. Most other times when you've seen it, they've been in cartons. Okay, well, you know, TIL. I thought that they just had milk in bags up in Canada. Why do they have milk in bags in Canada? That seems to me to be like on par of someone making like chicken, and they have leftover chicken and they put it in a Ziploc bag and they put it in the fridge instead of putting it in Tupperware. Because it's like the bags might have a tiny little hole in it, it might get turned upside down, and then, you know, the Ziploc didn't fully close and it's gonna leak all over the place. Why put it in a bag if you can just put it in a box? Or something that is a little bit more sturdy and self-containing. I don't get it. Like, that's not how milk is supposed to be stored. It's supposed to be stored in a bag. No, not in a bag, in a box. I mean, milk cartons, you know, you have to think to yourself, how does this even like hold the milk together? It's like a paper carton, but it does. It's got like that wax coating on the inside, or however the hell they do it. I don't know. I'm no structural engineer. I don't know how those things hold their shape. They put them in bags because they're psychotics. Sharky Oreo, hello, welcome to the chat. What's on the schedule for today? Well, we're gonna start with some Gungeon like we always do on every stream. And then we're gonna switch on over to either Darkest Dungeons, or Slay the Spire, or Nuclear Throne, or Dead Cells. You know, it kinda just depends on what you people wanna see. And for those of you on YouTube, you know, you just let me know what you wanna see in the comments. I do read all the comments, even though I don't respond to them all. One thing that I wanna play, oh, right. Why did you, wow, you fired in an awkward angle. One thing that I want to do at some point is I do want to actually finish Dark Souls 3, because I've not yet finished that game, and I really should. I finished both of the DLCs on my own, no multiplayer help, but I do still need to continue on a little bit in that game. I just have to do like the final, like last area and the final last bosses or something like that. I mean, I don't know how long the game is, but I'm pretty sure I'm close to the end. It's been a while though. Rosetta's been all by her lonesome for quite a while. Ah. Excuse me. Hello, Sevis, how you doing? I am curious about you people, and I'm curious, has anyone seen any good movies lately? Any good movies that have come out recently, or maybe movies that came out a long time ago and you're only just watching them now? The other day, I got really bored, okay? And I decided to watch a movie. Now, I don't have a lot of movies, so I decided to look at my housemate's collection of movies and, you know, looked on Netflix for something to watch. And I picked out a movie, and I picked out like a short mini series to watch, okay? So I watched Interstellar. And it's you know, it was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna talk about it, so if you haven't seen it, go watch it and then come back to this video. I mean, that's actually good for me because it means I get, you know, double the views, technically. But I watched Interstellar. It's a pretty good movie. It's a, you know, science fiction movie set in, well, it's like set in today's age, but it's like apocalyptic world, and the world is ending, and oh, we have no more resources, and can't even grow the food for the population that we have, and stuff like that. They want to, like, travel through the solar system in order to reach a wormhole that leads to another galaxy and then like start a colony, right? So it's one of those science fiction movies, right? And it's one of those science fiction movies that are like, we follow the adventures of Buck Rogers as he travels across the universe trying to keep his crew alive and keep the mission in hopes and dreams. It all rests on his shoulders, etc., etc. And I read the like Wikipedia page for the movie after I watched it, and one thing that caught my eye was a note saying that the director or the writer or the developer or whoever it was really wanted it to be like scientifically accurate, at least to an extent, you know? Like, no one exactly knows what freaking wormholes and black holes actually are like, but, you know, they even brought up in the movie things like temporal distortion, relativity, like, oh, hey, we have to travel close to a black hole. We're gonna experience an hour, and in actuality, there's gonna be like 50 years happen outside of the ship. Like back on Earth, it's gonna be like 50 years in the future just by going around a black hole. And it's like, okay, fine. You know, they're taking note of what we know of science, and they're trying to put it into the movie. But then at one point in the movie, they have a guy fall into a black hole, and they don't talk about the time issue at all. They just completely ignore that, and I don't understand why they do that in that movie. It just seems so weird to me that it's like, oh, 50 years are gonna pass when we fly next to this black hole, and then, you know, later it's like, we're gonna fall into a black hole. Technically, like, first of all, there's infinite time dilation when that happens, but also, even if it's not actually infinite, like the black hole would explode billions of years in the future when he finally like leaves the event horizon of it or whatever. It's, I don't understand why they didn't like deal with that at all. They just like hand waved it away. They Deus Ex Machina, they aliened it away basically, and it's like, oh, come on. I don't know why, but that really annoys me. It annoys me because like I read something that said that, you know, the developer and the writer, or the director, they were like really trying to make it a realistic movie, and then at that point in the movie, it's like, yeah, we don't care anymore. Like, all right, well, it's been fun. I don't know, it's just, it just seems a little awkward to me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Anyways, Toucan Nate says he watched Wild Wild West last weekend. I bet that was a wild ride. There it is. I've only seen it once. The only thing I remember from Wild Wild West is it was one scene where the dudes have the plates around their neck and there's like these flying saw blades, and they have to try to not get the saw blades to kill them. That's all I remember about that movie, which is not a lot. I don't remember a lot. I remember giant walking tank, spider tank rather. I remember that. I remember James Bond train. I remember that. And that's about it. Just watch Star Trek. Ah, yes, because that's where you want to go for scientific accuracy. Reminds me of a couple of other movies. Cold Equations. I don't even remember how I first heard of that movie. And it also reminds me of a book called Manifold Space, I think, that also kind of it tries to deal with that type of stuff in a realistic manner. Like, oh, hey, if you're traveling faster than, or if you're traveling, you know, long distances, it's gonna take you hundreds of years to get where you're going, and when you get back, everyone you know is gonna be dead. I like books, and I like movies, and I like TV shows that kind of at least try to implement those things, because that's a very interesting to think about. Like, space travel and long distances, you know, even if you put someone in hibernation, even if you put them in, you know, super high speed or orbiting a black hole, like, a lot of time is gonna pass by the time they wake up, you know? How's it gonna affect them? How's it gonna affect Earth? Isn't there like a short story by some famous writer, like maybe Asimov or something like that, where there's like a colonization ship and they're traveling out to reach another planet to colonize it, and it's gonna take them like hundreds and thousands of years to get there, so they all go in like hypersleep or something. But then the computers detect like a flash past them as they are traveling towards their destination. They have no idea what it is. And then when they reach the planet they're supposed to colonize, they find out that there's a human colony there. And the flash that they saw recorded by their computer was just a different human ship going faster than they were, and it beat them to their colony place. So they got there, they're supposed to colonize it, and it's like, oh, hey guys, no, we've been here for a while. They were beaten to their destination. Like that kind of stuff, it's interesting, I like it. What the hell do we have that synergizes with this? Ruby Carbine, yo, I like the Ruby Carbine. Also, please lockpick it, thank you. Should watch The Expanse, that was wonderful. I was looking at chat, not looking at the pit. I like Ruby Carbine. More than Ruby Carbine, you wanna know what I like? Oops. I like the, okay. Where the Ruby Carbine, I like the synergy you get when you have the Galactic Medal of Valor, because that synergy is freaking awesome. But at least we have Cog of Battle. You know what I like about Cog of Battle? It lets me use other guns. It really does, because one thing that people have been telling me about this for a long time, and I completely agree. It's nice in Gungeon when you can use other guns that are not your starting guns. The problem is, if you only use other guns, then by the time you get to the 4th floor, the 5th floor, the 6th floor, you're just gonna be out of ammo. You're gonna be using your starter pistol to clear frickin' bullet hell, you know? But having Cog of Battle just makes every other gun that you own just slightly more efficient, so I can just use Ruby Carbine. I mean, we have an ammo drop too that we can just come back to later, but like I can use Ruby Carbine, it's pretty efficient. I can use Winchester a little bit here. We can kill the boss and still have basically full ammo leaving the floor. It's pretty nice. Well, now we definitely can. Also, Fishy C, you're back. Hello, how you doing? I kind of, I was in the middle of something when you resubbed, but I see it. I see it, don't worry, I see it. Thank you very much for the resub, I appreciate it. How you doing? Look, I'm very forgetful. You should know that about me by now. Dude, I really enjoy Cog of Battle. It's a great freaking item. It just makes every other gun that you own slightly more efficient. And it makes anything that's super efficient just even more efficient. You can freaking one-hit kill most enemies with the Mega Hand, probably. I'd still like to find some sort of a, like, way of balancing it with the rad gun, because it's actually really bad with the rad gun. No, it's not, because it doesn't speed up your reload. Right, what I'm thinking of, I guess, is reload speed increases, not the fact that you get the damage upgrade, because this doesn't actually increase the speed of the reload. It just makes it so that when you hit that, you do extra damage. Just rewatched Role Models. I don't know what Role Models is. Is that a movie? Yeah, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. It was a movie. Acting was pretty good. Of course, the thing in Interstellar is that most of the like plot twists, you kind of figured them out a long time ago. Like. Like when they went to, I'm not gonna spoil too much, but when they went to Man's planet, planet number 2, you knew what was gonna happen. They built it up far too much. It's obvious what's gonna happen. So at that point, you're just kind of waiting for the characters in the movie to figure it out. Which I really kind of hate that when that happens in a movie. I don't want to know what's going on. I don't want to have extra information, and I don't want to be, you know, the obvious person watching the events unfold and be like, yo, if you don't figure this out, you're an idiot. talking to the characters, not to other people watching the movie. No. But like seriously, you don't think this is gonna happen? You don't see what's happening here? No? Okay, well, I mean, you know, fine. You're just gonna all die. If I was there, I would not die because I would be able to see what's happening. I will admit, though, one thing that I expected to happen that did not happen is I 100% expected in that movie for the robots to go crazy and try to kill everyone. But they didn't. They're good robots. I was pleasantly surprised that the robots were you know, they were on their best behavior on that film. I have full ammo for everything. I hate it. And I hate it because I saved the ammo drop. But at least I was using Ruby Carbine, you know? You know? We'll take the decoy. We'll take the key. I would like to take the map. It's not that important, though. Oh! Yo, maybe we should take the map. I just noticed her. I didn't even see that there was this lady here. They were the best sarcastic robots. I did definitely enjoy the robots in that movie. Have considered hosting a BL2 subscriber night where your subs can join your BL2 game. Borderlands is done, Luigi 10. We're done. We completed it. We could play it again. Or we could play other games, you know? Wow, that's a lot of HP. You can't handle the multitasking of reloading twice on time and dealing with everything else. Yeah, that's the thing with Cog of Battle, but the thing with Cog of Battle that I like is that as long as you're not in like DD20 mode or something, usually it's pretty straightforward, you know, usually... Yeah, this is enough HP. Usually you kind of develop a system, a habit, you know? It's like fire, reload, reload, fire, 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 reload, reload. You develop timing with it. So you kind of get used to it after a while, and it's pretty good. You know, with Ruby Carbine, I can get into a pattern pretty easily. Reload, 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 reload. And I don't even have to necessarily look at the reload bar at that point. You just kind of get used to it. Reload, reload. Like, you have to do this on boss fights, though. Like, if you're going up against the Lich or the dragon, you have to be just like reload, reload. And the good thing about it is that, so I mean, unlike, you know, Gears of War, if you miss the reload, you don't get a penalty. Well, fuck you. You don't get a penalty for missing the reload. I should have definitely tried to dump all of my other guns before I talk to this lady. I mean, I hope that we can still get it, but I may have messed it up a little bit, which is fine if we messed it up. If we mess it up, we mess it up. Elephant gun. I don't think that synergized with anything. No, it did. It did. Okay, well, that's fine. I definitely should have, Hey, get back here. I definitely should have been dropping the other items before I talked to her. I guess I wasn't thinking about it, you know? But I definitely 100% want... What the hell is this? Galactic Medal of Valor, because Galactic Medal of Valor would be awesome! A triple shot Ruby Carbine with the amount of damage that we're dealing. Missed my reload. Your controller reload button is kind of busted. Well, time for a new controller, or time to get good and, like, you know, play on PC. Like the rest of us winners. lockpick this one. All right. I'm wasting a little bit of ammo. I don't care. I don't care all that much anyways. I should care, but I don't. Also, I definitely lost that old crest in a stupid manner. You know how I lost that old crest? I just wasn't thinking about it. I just wanted to not like waste a whole bunch of ammo shooting that one tiny bullet shark, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just like, pew, pew, pew. Oh no, he hit me. You know, just being dumb. Don't be dumb like Abe. Don't be dumb like Abe. I also watched a little bit of Ready Player One, which was a horrendously bad movie. I couldn't even make it through the whole thing. I just like skipped ahead and I'm like, okay, let's see how it ends. All right, this is dumb. God damn, it's just so bad. Kind of reminds me a bit of that Final Fantasy movie that nobody liked because it's like, oh my lord. Because instead of having, you know, characters, it's all just like CG. It's like, all right, well, kind of weird. You can still have a messed up reload button on PC, it just means that your keyboard's messed up. I guess you're right. You're terrible at PC aiming, says Sharky Oreo. Well, get good. I'm very bad at aiming on PC with shooters. And if you watch me play any of like Ring of Elysium or PUBG or God forbid Apex, you would know I'm not lying to you when I say I'm absolutely horrible. I'm better at aiming with controllers. But I'm pretty freaking bad. I want to get better. That's why I've actually kind of reduced the sensitivity of my mouse. Because before, whenever someone would sit at my computer and try to like do something, there were always, all right, you know what? They would always be like, wow, your mouse is very sensitive. And I'm like, well, I'm just used to it by now. But I think that they've got something, you know? I think my mouse is quite sensitive, so we should probably deal with that. So I dealt with it. I changed the sensitivity. I'm gonna get used to it. Well, that was a very quick boss fight. It's Amoconda though. You know, if there's a boss that anybody is gonna be like, okay, you know, use a makeshift cannon, but at least he used it well. It's like, well, I'll use it for the Amoconda. Okay, well that's fine. Nobody likes the Amoconda. I mean, I kind of like the Amoconda, but you know, that's just me. Let's gun munch. Let's gun munch the mailbox and the elephant gun. I don't like the elephant gun with the synergy, so let's just do it like this. Trick gun, that is horrible. We're gonna get rid of this at some point. But you know what, for the time being, we'll use it. The Wizard of Legend update is coming out soon. Ah, nice. There was an update to Skelly Celeste the other day. I don't know what the update was, but there was an update. Whoops, I just stood there. God, also, the shotgun version of this gun needs a buff. I don't know what the buff should be, but god damn does it need a buff. All right, you know what? We're not using that gun anymore. We're just gonna switch back to the Ruby Carbine. At least with the Ruby Carbine, I can kill things. Hello, chest. That's homing? Homing, okay. I can never remember. I always get it mixed up. Flash ray, well, it's something. You thought higher sensitivity was better though. No, the thing is you want low sensitivity and you want that so that you can like move your hand a long way around your mouse pad in order to aim. High sensitivity means that if you just like move your mouse a millimeter, like your mouse's pointer on the screen zooms to the other side of the screen, and that's what you don't want, I think. It's Mimic Gun. Oh, crap. We've done it. This is a gun I've never had before. It does have homing bullets, though. I mean, it actually seems really nice. Am I missing something here? It makes all the other bullets jam, but if you just don't get a hit, you know, you're fine, right? Maybe it's actually garbage. It does take a long time to kill something. Sorry, what happened? Where'd it go? Hey guys, where did my Mimic Gun go? Guys? What? Okay, my Mimic Gun's gone. Was it because of Turkey? Was it because of Turkey? Like, Turkey gave me ammo and that counted as getting ammo, and so as a result, the gun just like disappeared or something? I don't understand. I had it for like 2 seconds. I didn't even get a chance to enjoy it. Like, it's gone already. It just goes away if you do enough damage or randomly. That's so weird. Why does it just go away randomly? It's like one of the hardest well, it's not one of the hardest to get things in the game. That's gotta be Cormorant. But it's a super difficult thing to get in the game, and then it's just gone. All right, well, goodbye. Goodbye, Mimic Gun. It was nice to see you when we had you. You can't fill it with ammo. I've heard that if you get an ammo drop, the Mimic Gun will go away. You feed it and then it like says, "You are worthy of holding me." You know, which is absolutely what happens, 100%. I just think it's a little bit weird. Really liking that Ruby Carbine. One bounce, pretty good, turns out. The fact that every shot burns, really nice. You see me burning. We're overkilling enemies still a little bit with it, but it's fine. It's ammo efficient enough right now that I'm more than happy to use this as a gun. If you try to make it run out of ammo, it just automatically refills itself. Oh, that's tricky game devs right there. We're gonna give you a gun you can't get rid of. Tricky a-holes. A-hole game devs. You know what, actually? I have a use for Trick Gun, finally. Secret room checking. About the only damn thing this gun is good for. IMO. Mimic Gun seemed pretty good. It just had a long reload time. And I think, honestly, the damage seemed good because I had Cog of Battle. I'm thinking the damage is actually kind of horrible, but maybe we got a little bit lucky, potentially. Fuck it. Hey, dude. I was kind of hoping I'd get a little bit of extra value out of that makeshift cannon, but, you know, we got him most of the way dead. There we go. Yeah, I know, I also thought it had homing. It didn't have homing. But I only thought that for a second, and then I realized, no, wait a minute, that's us. That's not the gun. I realized my mistake. Do. What is it with the open brown chests this run? What else did we get out of a brown chest? Was it Cog of Battle? That's not a brown level item, is it? I don't think so. Maybe it is? No, I don't think so. That's gotta be a higher quality item than that. I mean, it's a freaking good passive. Freaking good, my friend. Freaking good. There's a Chillin around here somewhere, right? No? Must have been a different room. There's a room that has thwomps, ghosts, and a skeleton. I thought it was that room. I guess not. I guess I was mistaken. Have we experienced every... I went the wrong direction on this room. I went left. I should have gone right. Right would have taken me not to a couple of skeletons. Have we seen everything there is to see in this game by now? Is there anything left? We've seen Mimic Gun, we've seen Cormorant. Yo, get the reload. Pretty sure we've done everything. I think I might just take Void Corp. Let's see what's in the shop. We have Science Cannon, don't we? Yeah, we don't need any of this. Which of 3 beams do you want? Poison, fire, or blood? Well, how about none? Unless there's a synergy I'm not taking into account. I don't think we want anything from that shop. Ooh, mini boss! Oh, we don't have makeshift cannon ammo. I'm actually kind of disappointed. Cormorant, when did that happen? That happened on a run in which I was playing with Apache Thunder's Chaos mod thing. So it was technically a modded run, but the mod didn't affect item drops at all. So it just so happened to happen on a modded run. Which I think probably counts because, again, it wasn't like I was using a mod to cheat. I was just using a mod to make random things happen in the game. Like if I was doing a modded run and I was playing as the Lich Hunter, would that count? Probably. I mean, it's not affecting anything except for the character sprites. I think that the Cormorant was legit so long as there was no fiddly behavior with the loot tables, and I don't think there was. Granted, I don't know that for sure. Nobody knows that for sure. The only person who knows that for sure is God at this point. You can abuse Makeshift Cannon, shoot twice with another gun, then hit with the Makeshift Cannon, you'll get the ammo back. Is that how that works? Shoot twice with the gun, then with Makeshift Cannon, and you get it refilled due to turkey. Rubenstein's Monster, thank you, that's something that we have not done. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna need ammo back in the Makeshift Cannon for this to work. When did I get Table Tech Rage? I mean, I'm happy to have it. I just don't remember it at all. It's like, when did this happen? Wait a minute. Oh, we're out of ammo. That's sad. That is sad, but we are just murdering everything still. Do we have a better gun? No, we just got garbage. Ugh. I don't know. Phoenix? Phoenix plus maybe some tables. We can do some damage. Really wish I had more Ruby Carbine ammo. That gun basically carried me for the past 4 floors. And it's a good gun, too. Still haven't gotten that synergy for it yet, but maybe one day we will. Okay, shop. What do you got for me? You got a key? I'm gonna buy the key. Void Core, I'm gonna buy the Void Core. We need another gun, I think, at this point. And as much as I was saying, hey, we could use another gun at this point, I think that these are not the guns that we want. Really? No secret room here? All right. No secret room there either. Okay, well, I guess I just have no idea where anything is in this game anymore. Except for the bosses, because it's right here. Actually, we probably want revolver, don't we? Yeah. Bet you the revolver is gonna be our gun of choice. Piercing, 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 piercing. I don't know, flash ray? We don't really care which one we hit with this gun, we just want to hit them all, but... Still have 1 blank remaining. You know what, I could have also put the decoy down and the decoy would have blocked the shots, so that's probably what we want to do. You know what, let's just finish it off with the commando. It still does explosive damage in an area, we'll still be able to get a lot of value out of it. And then, I don't know. This garbage gun? I mean, I don't know what to use at this point. At least with the Cog of Battle bonus, the damage isn't that bad. Maybe this is what we want to use. Oh no, I used all my blanks! Crap! Oh no, I only have 250 bucks. I had to spend 26 on a blank. Oh no! Oh, all we got was armor. That's a little disappointing. I don't want anything from the shop. We're done with the floor. Trusty lockpicks, decoy. Don't really want to steal anything. Maybe we should. What kind of garbage do we have here? Like, I don't know. Give me mutation. It's got some synergies, right? So we'll see. I don't think beams reload though, so I can't use it as a reloading gun. As soon as I get ammo back in the makeshift cannon, I'll have to test giving it full ammo, but I'm not entirely sure how to make that happen. Like, do I have to fire a gun twice and then while the bullets are in the air, then switch to the makeshift cannon? Or like, what's the rule for it? Because I feel like it's one of those things that's gonna have a rule or a particular way of doing it. Hey, come here. You stole my bullet! You guys know where I can get the Lord of the Jam spawning animation sprite, the one I used for my sub notification? I made that. I made that one. I took the sprite atlas of the game, which you can find a sprite dump for it online if you want, and I lined up the sprites, I rendered it out, I did it myself. Could try to find out where I put those files, and I could give them to you, or render it out if you want. I'm sure when people are saying, you should use other guns more often instead of your starter pistol, this is the gun they were thinking of. The gun that is so loud I can hardly even hear myself think. God, it's so loud. It's good though. It's good because I don't care about it. Pew 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 pew. Spam your pews in chat. I'm not even looking at the turkey or like my ammo usage at all. I'm just gonna assume that it's working. You can tell me if it is or not. No D100 Ammonomicon entry or Ammonamabot entry. I mean, the Ammonamabot doesn't do shit. With my mod anyways. The thing is I could make it so that, you know, if I could, you know, edit the Twitch integration, you could ask the game for information on the items. Like, oh hey, what is the base damage of this item? And it would just output it, like reading it from the game files. You could ask it, oh, what is the item description for this item? It would just output it from the game files, but it wouldn't be looking at the Wikipedia, which might have easier to read data. You know, because sometimes the in-game Ammonomicon entry doesn't tell you what the item does. You know, the orange, your defense, it's impregnable. What? What the hell does this do? You would have no idea just reading the in-game description from it. Full health plus an HP upgrade. Oh, well, why didn't you just say that? Now, if someone made a mod that was like easy Ammonomicon descriptions, then it would be easier to implement. Yeah, it's true. So, 71, 70, 69, 68. Oh no, we have to hit with something. That's right, we gotta hit with an enemy. I remember. Next time we have a tanky enemy, maybe we'll try it. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Hey, get back here. Pew, pew, pew. That's a pretty garbage synergy. Let's go back to the pew 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 gun. The big pew pew gun. The purest of the purest. What are you doing here? This isn't where you belong. You're on floor. I've never seen you on floor 5, I don't think. Why are you here? I mean, I have a bunch of HP on the floor. It's annoying what's really annoying, I should say, is that this is a floor in which you don't get the heart dispensary. So I have to actually like manually walk around and pick up the HP. Oh, I gotta actually do walking in this game. Yo, don't break it, please. Alright, screen's gonna be flashing. I gotta actually walk in order to pick up my HP. Ugh. 0 out of 10 stars, fucking game. Broken. Whew, I almost fell into that pit and died. That'd have been dumb. Gotcha. I hate that sometimes those enemies have different patterns, but I'm starting to internalize them. If they start with the circular explosion, then they're gonna immediately start moving. Basically, is kind of what it boils down to. Oh well, we got some more guns, we got some more items, gold amulet, we got a decoy. We got stuff. Alright, so if I do this... No, it doesn't give me ammo back in the makeshift cannon. I guess I will need makeshift cannon ammo to make that work. That weird bug exploit ammo refund thing in the makeshift cannon we can do. We'll work on it. You don't understand how the floor with the blacksmith does not have a heart dispensary. It just wasn't added to the game, I think. They added one to every other floor, but they forgot about the 5th floor. Or maybe they just, maybe it was buggy and so they left it out. I don't know. It seems like a weird oversight though, doesn't it? We're gonna add in this feature. We're only gonna put it in on most of the floors though. Bad use of a blank, but I did that to myself. I should really get the science cannon out. Let's do that right now. Could I throw the makeshift cannon to get the 1 ammo? I don't know how that would work, because if the ammo's not in my inventory, I wouldn't get the ammo, would I? Or if the gun is not in my inventory, how would I get the ammo for it? I think the gun has to be in your inventory and selected. To be honest, I forgot that you could throw guns, says Pound Hades. To be honest, I've never thrown a gun in combat unless it's been as a joke. That's the only time I throw my gun. It's like, I'm just gonna throw my gun at him and we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna, you know, play with our food. AKA the enemies. We're just gonna throw our guns at him. Like, that's the only time I've ever actually done it, because it just doesn't seem to matter at all. Ah, whatever, give me a blank. Fat bullets is the only reason to throw a gun. Pretty much. The thing is, apparently Ruby Bracelet does make throwing guns very good, but honestly, how often do you have a lot of guns with low ammo? Well, if you're doing poorly, you would, and if you're doing poorly, it's a good fallback, but I don't know, it's one of those things that just, it never comes up. Oops. I see we're gonna have another one of those runs where we get ammo drops on like the 2nd floor, and then on the 4th, 5th, and 6th floor we get none. I do wish that the game had a little bit better like distribution of ammo drops. Like, how often does this exact thing happen? We get late in the game, we get no ammo drops. It seems to happen like every frickin' time. Just saying. Pretty much happens every run. Be like, boy, I could really go for getting a Ruby Carbine refilled. I haven't used it in 4 floors. Oh, rainbow. Watch the rainbow. Ooh, taste the rainbow. Have to mod that in. Be a rainbow bullet item, and when you kill an enemy, it just says, taste the rainbow. Actually, no, we could put that in as a lowercase r synergy. If ever you need, like, sounds in the game, like someone saying something, just make it a lowercase r synergy. That's where your memes go. That's where your jokes go. Jokes and japes. Okay, ammo. You know what, let's take it for the Ruby Carbine. If we get another ammo drop, we'll take that for Makeshift Cannon, but this is more fun. Hello, my dude. You are Rainbow. You are a royal rainbow. There can be rainbow bosses, yes. Okay, he literally spawned on top of me. I don't know what I was supposed to do about that one. Like, he legitimately spawned on top of me. Did you see that? Like, if you want to talk about... Okay, there we go. If you want to talk about being telefragged, make a clip of that right there. Literally had 0 frames to handle the being of the telefrag. I mean, I know what happened there. What happened there was because I had the decoy out, that meant that the enemy didn't know where I was. He couldn't avoid me. But still, it would be nice if I was not telefragged at that moment. Feed everything to the gun muncher. We'll do that later. That's always the last thing that you do. Do a cheese run where you can only have cheese items. There's only one cheese item in the game, unless you make a new item. And if you make a new item, you gotta call it Parmesan. I don't know what it's going to do. Maybe you use it and then Parmesan falls from the ceiling and then cheeses all the enemies in a room. Like a giant cheese grater. The shadow of a cheese grater in the room shreds the cheese, which falls to the floor, which creates a cheese goop on the entire room that you are in, freezing all the enemies, turning them into cheese. There you go. Or maybe just call it like the grater. What could be greater than Parmesan in the Gungeon? You know, something like that. Make it happen. Chop, chop. Well, shred, shred. How did you get hit? I guess a random stray ruby bracelet shot got him. Ruby bracelet? Sorry, ruby carbine. One of the rubes. Ow. I'm missing a lot of shots. Let's stop that. Rat boots count? I guess rat boots would count as a cheese item. I mean, I guess all 4 of the rat items would count as cheese items, right? I'm not gonna use pew pew gun. Too much pew. What? It died? That decoy did not last for very long, did it? Hello? Gotta wait for the thing to tell me where the enemies are. Excuse me, good sir. How you doing? Gonna interest you in our special today, which is GTFO away from me. The sack isn't a cheese item, but it holds cheese. Ow. Probably should have been using the like items like the decoy a little bit more frequently. Would have been a good one to have in this room, I think. You know what? Make our mistakes and learn from them. There was an enemy there? Where'd he go? Where was he? I didn't see him. I mean, it's not like we don't have enough HP to survive, but I'd like to not take all the damage in the entire game on this floor. Man, how could things have been different if I only interacted with that one chance chest appropriately? All right, so okay, we're gonna try this. So shoot, 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 shoot. And then if we switch to this, then we can just shoot. No, didn't work. It did work. We got the ammo back. Okay, 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 okay. Let's kill these guys. Kill these guys. They gotta go. You just gotta wait for the entire shot to dissipate fully. Okay, so shoot, shoot, shoot. Boom. Oh, you just gotta wait for it to hit the wall. Ah, I see. Brain salesman, thank you for cheesing the game. This new cheese tactic is wonderful. A cheese grater familiar, ew. One. Wait, 1, 2. Switch. Pull the trigger. Shots at the wall. Get your ammo back. Break your mama's back. Alright, well, pretty sure now we can just finish the run standing still, taking damage if we have to. 1, 2, 3. Reload. 1, 2, 3. Infinite ammo makeshift cannon with the turkey. We've done it. Yo, that's game breaking. I love it. Oh, that's so good. Turkey equals OP. I never thought I would say it, but it can happen. It can happen. Oh man, that was really good. Alright, well, I guess, you know, we learn something new every day in the Gungeon. Today, what have we learned? We've learned that, hey, makeshift cannon plus turkey means that you have infinite ammo with the makeshift cannon. You can use it against literally every boss in the game. As long as you fire, don't get the reload on your third shot, but then you switch to the makeshift cannon, you take your shot, and then it will reload. As soon as the bullets don't hit the enemy, they have to hit the wall after they hit the enemy, but that's all you have to do. That's it. Your favorite infinite ammo combo has to be the Gungeon and a water type gun. That's also a very good one. Or, you know, if you have bug boots or the coolant or ice bomb or anything that produces flames or poison or ice or liquids, fossilized gun, plunger, mutation, any of that is also infinite ammo with the Gungeon, and it's also a good combination. This takes a little bit of fiddling, because you do have to look at your ammo. You have to go, okay, 1 shot, 2 shot. Okay, now the third shot can be the makeshift cannon. And while you're paying attention to that, you will take a little bit of damage in all likelihood. But still, it's worth it if you have the HP to just take 5 shots, kill the boss. Easy. Anyways, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and hope to see you here again for the next run of Enter the Gungeon.